I've been talking about not making enemies, but speaking the truth. That's the important part. Speak the truth. Because I have now in my life, and you do too, I have evidence now. I've always felt God existed. I feel like I know him. I have accepted him into my life. I have asked for forgiveness and asked for salvation. I've received it. I feel these things, and I have personal witnesses of a testimony to say he exists. But for the very first time, we all have, as a collective, evidence that not only does he exist, he is involved in the affairs of man. And the first one that we all can agree on is the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. That was an act of God. I'm sorry, but it was. There's no way. There is no way. That was an act of God. God inserting himself in the affairs of men because he's not neutral on things. That doesn't mean he's a Donald Trump guy or a MAGA supporter. It means he will use things, whether we like it or not, he will use things to further his agenda. And that's not a political agenda. I also feel that it was a miracle, and this, gets a little more sketchy, but I think it was a miracle in retrospect what happened in 2020, because we wouldn't have had the president that we have today if he would have been elected in 2020. But the other miracle is what we saw after Charlie Kirk. So why we don't put more faith into God? We're not alone. We're seeing he's showing up for the first time. And we don't need to have these big arguments on big esoteric things. We just need people. Here's one. Let's agree that we should arrest people that break the law, whether they're the president or an illegal alien that has nothing. You break the law, you pay the price. Why? How is it we can't agree on this? I don't know. Did you hear the Minneapolis mayor on this fraud, this taxpayer fraud? We are talking about $1 billion in fraud. Okay. Your tax dollars going to Somalia and going to some of it Al-Shabaab, one of the worst terrorist organizations in the world. Your tax dollars in fraud. And here's the Minneapolis mayor. Play cut 1, please. Listen to this.
Good afternoon. My name is Jacob Frey. I'm the mayor of Minneapolis, and we are here to respond to a number of credible reports from several media outlets relaying that there are as many as 100 federal agents that will be deployed to the Twin Cities with a specific focus on targeting our Somali community. To our Somali community, we love you and we stand with you. That commitment is rock solid. Minneapolis is proud to be home to the largest Somali community in the entire country. They've been here for decades in many instances. They're entrepreneurs and fathers. They benefit both the culture and the economic resilience.
Is anybody arguing with this? Is anybody arguing with the Somali community? They are not coming in to target the Somali community. They are coming in to target the fraud that is happening in the Somali community. See, he immediately jumps to race because that's what that means. Once you start talking about a collective, they're coming after the Somali community. You're into racism. You're into some ism, okay? That's very reminiscent of Hitler because that's what he did. Everybody's the same. Only the certain German elites, only the certain Germans with, blue eyes and blonde hair can, well, except for the Hitler leader, can rule the world. Okay. That's racism. When you're saying they're coming after the Somali community, what you're saying is, oh, well, they're racist coming in. But what he's actually saying is, look, we are lumping every Somali in our community as clean. Well, no, you can't say that. That's racism. Just like I can't say every Somali is dirty. You send in teams of professionals to find out who's involved in this. And I don't care if they're Somali or they're the governor. If they broke the law, they need to go to jail. But let me tell you what's actually happening here. What's actually happening here is 100% all about politics. If he doesn't protect or appear to be on the side of the Somali community, if he doesn't make strong, if he allows feds to come in and mess with the Somali community, even the lawbreakers, he feels he can't win. If you don't have the Somali community in Minneapolis, you're not going to win. Now, how un-American of me to say that. Well, it's funny because he speaks about how un-American it is for Donald Trump to come in and send people into the community to fight crime. How un-American. Play, what is it, Cut 42?
That's not American. That's not what we are about. And we're going to do right by every single person in our cities. And so to our Somali community, Daman Shabka, Somalia Kunul, Minnesota, Garahan, Minneapolis, Waan, Kuji Janila Hai, Waan, Ku Gereb, Taganahan.
Oh my God. At least practice it in the mirror first.
I mean, it's like me doing it. It's like me. That's like me speaking English. I mean, that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I mean, that and to follow that or to precede that with that's just un-American. We're going to support every member of our community that's un-American. And so to our Somali community, you mean the American community that has been here for decades? Why are you speaking Somalian to them? Why? Have they not melted in? No, because we're a salad bowl. We're not a salad bowl. You want a salad bowl, go over to Europe and you'll have that delicious salad that will not satiate any kind of hunger ever. We're a melting pot, which would imply that you speak English, especially when you say, everybody here, they're great Americans. They're great Americans. Great. So let me say in English, because I know you're learning English. Oh, you're not learning English. Oh, okay. Well, that's right. We're a salad bowl. That's un-American. That's un-American. Somebody said to me the other day, Glenn, why don't people understand immigration? And I said, what do you mean by that? Well, people want immigration and they don't want people coming in and they stay there for immigration. I said, wait a minute, hold on just a second. Everyone I know that I think is reasonable, everyone that I know loves immigrants. They love immigrants. The immigrants that come over and they're like, oh my God, I'm here. I got here as fast as I could. I mean, I'm a citizen, and they light up when they say they're a citizen. They'll talk about our founders. They've learned, and they'll speak English. They want to be citizens because they know what freedom actually means. Okay, I want those people in every day. I would love to have Somali citizens here that realize what they escaped and realize, wow, that was a really bad scene. I'm glad I'm out of that. And I'm here because I have the opportunity to be me. I don't want the ones that are here that are just trying to recreate Somalia. Go to Somalia. What? Why are you here? Hang on, let me just get... You moved from Somalia so you could create another Somalia, except with loads of snow? Help me out with that one.
That was the problem with Somalia. Too warm. That was the big one.
Too warm.
Everything else about it was great.
Mm-hmm. Not just endless mountains of snow for months on end. Come on. Ugh.
It's so strange. The instinct behind a politician to think that the right thing to do is to come out in the most awkward way possible and fumble your way through the language of a few of the residents of your city. Like, it's so pathetic. The pandering is just awful. And, look, no one cares. I'm sure there's plenty of people in the Somali community that are entrepreneurs, and I'm sure they're doing a great job. And like for the people that came here legally and that are doing a good job, great. Those are not the people getting charged with these crimes. Those are not the people that who are defrauding autism programs to bilk the state out of millions and up to $1 billion that should be going to kids who actually have autism. Right, like that is.
How about food?
Food.
How about
housing?
Food?
Basic human needs. These programs that obviously shouldn't exist to the level that they do, as they're being manipulated this way. But if they're going to exist, they should at least be going to people who need the help, people who might exist.
And you know who really is hurt? Who knows really who this mayor and this kind of philosophy hurts? The Somali that wanted to come here because they knew what America was. What's happening is they are allowing this growth of crime, corruption. You'll have warlords, you'll have Sharia law, you'll have all of it. The Somalis that came here for a new life, that wanted to escape all that, they're being forced right back into it by the politicians they thought represented the United States of America and our Constitution and our rule of law. Instead, they're speaking Somali. They're speaking that language, and the Somali that came here for a better life has got to be like, what the hell? What? You've got to be kidding me! You're going to create what we just left. It's sick. It's really sick, and dare I say, un-American.
Thank you for thinking for yourself and being part of a movement, because that's really what all of this is. If you want the full story, you want to go deeper, go to blazetv.com/Glenn. Go there right now, sign up, no interruptions, just the truth, uncensored and unfiltered. Don't just watch, take a stand. And I'll see you over there in a minute.